Gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. Welcome to Coffee with FDR. And today, I guess I am FDR. And it's my own fault. It's my own fault, and it's the sun's fault. It is April 8th, 2024, and today is the day of that total solar eclipse that has made its way up through Texas, up across through New York, through it's going to go through Maine, all those other areas, and it was a fantastic experience. And because of that experience, and because it happened so close to after 3 o'clock and everything, it's yes, Rabbit, it's over. It's over, exactly. I mean, I think there's other people that might. Is it already past Maine and everything else? I know it. I know it was already over in New York. A couple of our. It may just be me today because the cast. I know two of the members, Ali and Gampro. They are both going to be. They both watched it. They both were there in totality, so they were able to experience that, which is fantastic. And I didn't get this thing scheduled till like 10 minutes before the show, so I don't know if anybody else will show up. It could be a quick one. Andy Gambino, I just got done watching you guys over there at Unidentified S4. They had coverage of it. They were showing footage from different cameras and everything along those lines. And Anthony was out giving glasses to the neighbors to let the neighbors see. He only had one pair of glasses, though. You know, the special. You better have these so you don't hurt your eyes kind of glasses. He only had one pair, so he was going around and doing that. Terry, peace and love, Terry. I'm sorry we don't have a corpse of FDR up here. I realize that being who we are, we should have a talking corpse of FDR, but you can't expect everything. You can't expect everything. But what surprisingly you can expect is Will Dick from the Art of Floundering podcast. Peace and love. Peace and love. How are you today?
Hey, great stream, Andy. Hey, good to see you, man. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Yeah, I got done watching theirs, and it was cloudy here. Oh, and let me say hi to Gemma. Let me say hi to Gemma out there. Peace and love. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. Hoping you are having a good day. Still expect to see a dead car. I'm gonna do something just because you've hassled me about that so many times, Terry. By the time FDR comes back, there will be a corpse of Roosevelt. We'll make sure we've got that. That'll be the new deal we bring to you. But no, we've been enjoying the eclipse. It was raining here. It was cloudy as can be all morning, and it started to rain, and the girls were outside, and do you mind if we're out here in the rain? No, that's fine. I noticed the time. It was about 2:30. The rain had just eased, and the clouds were all getting right out of the way. And it was like, oh, let's get the glasses out. And so we got to get the glasses. They got to watch that thing it's. I think it's about done. I think it's finished passing here at least. But it got cold. We all were out there. My 9-year-old, she was going, best experience ever. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is the best. So overall, I'd have to say it was totally worth it. Totally.
Yeah, it
worth
was cool. Very cool.
A big stick at least. Yeah, that's Teddy. That's Teddy. Come on now. Get your Roosevelts right there, Terry. We're the New Deal, and unlike that other FDR, we're not lame. We're not lame. Not everybody knows that about the other FDR. Oh, they are. They're totally going to remember this. I remember when I was in, might have been third or fourth grade, during school, we made the pinhole camera box kind of thing where you had the cardboard, and so you could see, because you weren't going to get glasses. That wasn't a thing that was happening back then. You made yourself the cardboard box, so the pinhole camera type, it would put the light on the other side of the cardboard there, and so you were able to watch it. And I remember that. They had a good time. They should remember. So that big event has occurred. Was it anything out in Colorado, or was it just like another day?
No, a little bit. I mean, I went somewhere, but it wasn't like I was watching like unidentified S4 on my phone, and then it looked
Yeah.
like Vermont had some. Vermont was pretty wild. It was almost pitch dark. I'm sure there's other places, but here maybe 50%, 60%.
I was shocked because I know it on the other side of the state, going past us and everything. So I wasn't that far from it. And it became just a sliver of light on one edge. And then the moon kept going. So that was brandy. I was impressed that it was as much. I thought maybe 80%, 75. No, this was clearly well over 90% that we got here, so I was really happy with that. Brandy, peace and love, Brandy. I hope you are having a good one. And Allie and Gampro, they went to the zoo because they're in totality. They were right there in the middle of the band there where they're at. And so she sent some photos. It was very cloudy, but it still got really dark, and they still had that experience. It was just it's a common occurrence. It happens every year, Gesundheit. It happens every year. It's just most of the planet's water. So when these things happen, they're happening over the ocean. They're happening somewhere. It just doesn't always occur over land. But I thought it was neat. It turned out much better because, like I say, we had clouds. I thought this was just going to be a cloudy ass day. So I was not. You uploaded your video. Fantastic. Everybody, drop your link out there, Gemma. Everybody, if you're not connected to Gemma's Journey of Grace, please get connected. Beautiful person, writes poetry. Fantastic, supportive person. And since I had mentioned Allie, I want to mention, and if you look at the ticker going down, starting at 10 a.m. this morning, there is a 2-day sale on the list. It's a flash sale. You have to use the code, and it's passing by now. Flash 15. Flash 15 is the code to the promotion code to use for 15% off site wide. The link is pinned to the top of the chat for the catalog, LG, threadless.com, I believe it is. But here is a link. Gemma just dropped a link to the video that she had uploaded a couple hours ago. The Dark Side of Autism. If you would, click on that link, go over there, watch the video, make sure you hit the subscribe and everything, and show some support to Gemma. She's over in the UK. So we've got 2 cast members that are probably still at the zoo. Probably, they've been out experiencing, and now the mass exodus, which I heard Enzo talking about over on Unidentified S4. All these small towns and big towns where everybody came to see what was going on. And then what was going to happen was, okay, it's done. Now everybody's going to get in their cars and try to leave. And so I'm wondering what kind of pandemonium they're going to have during these big exoduses in these small towns that had no ability to deal with that anyway. But that there may be some stories that come along. But other than that, the 5th cast member that I have not mentioned yet, and I hope he's recovered. I hope he's doing okay after his Saturday night. Gary from Camp Gmail.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen anybody from that stream. This is the first time I've seen you. Everybody's been like sleeping.
I think everybody was dead. We over at Camp Gmail, there was a funk fest. It began at 7:20 Eastern time. It ended at somewhere around 3 to 3:30 a.m. The actual acts. I think he had 24 or 25 acts. It was a great program. Everybody, there were 90 to 100 people in there most of the entire time, and then when it was over at 3 or 3:30, we kept it running. I showed up. He called a musician, said, "Hey, if you want to come up and for the backstage pass and have a party." Well, I got up there and Gary just left. He just disappeared. I think he'd had enough, and it was like, I haven't heard yet because I shut his stream down. I have admin rights over on StreamYard at his, and so I think we kept that going till about 5:30 in the morning. Had Emp close it out. Had Emp do the final music and everything, and then we just we said goodbye on that. But that was an event.
Oh my god,
that was an event.
Oh my god, I. What time? Well, you have your kids. I didn't wake up yesterday till like 4 in the afternoon, and I was like, enough of this bullshit. I'm done. You know,
I ended up going to bed at like close to 7. I ended up getting up at 10 to deal with the kids, and it was a rough day. It was a really, really long and rough day. So but it was worth it.
Definitely.
I watched my set because any
good.
of you who had it was okay. It was funny.
You.
It was funny, and all I go for is funny. I bring the bass over there. I'm doing some songs. I haven't timed it yet because I think I went the 20 minutes. But I was worn out after destroying things as a cartoon character. James, Thriller James, yo, peace and love. I went in, I did a couple of songs, and then I brought the Karen character from our show. Had her do Super Freak, and I had made little mistakes here and there earlier than that. But once I brought her up, and you can see me down in the corner. I'm playing, and I'm singing like Karen. Oh, this is how... And I could not hold it together. Coming around to the second verse, I missed at least 2 or 3 lines. I could not find the way to get back into the bass. I could not sing. It was a little bit of a disaster, but it passed, right? It passed. And so overall, everything was funny. I think it worked. I'm going to take Andy's word for it. Yeah, Karen was funny. Karen was funny. Has everybody clicked on that like? Make sure you're clicking on that like. Show us that support and everything. And let me mention again, pinned to the top of the chat is Allie's catalog. There is a flash sale going on right now, and that's for all of Threadless. The 15% off if you use the code FLASH15, and that runs until 5 p.m. Central Time on the 10th. So Wednesday, you've got to end up taking advantage of that by Wednesday. But the link's up there. FLASH15. FLASH15. Slap the shit out of it. I got to find out what he slapped the shit out. Oh, yes. Slap the shit out of the bass. That's forgetting the lines was Gampro said afterwards. We were talking afterwards, and he said it's actually funny when you make mistakes. Maybe you should make more. And that's when I said if I make more mistakes, I'm quitting music. I'm not gonna bother. You know, it's one thing if I make mistakes on my own, but if they get to be more than that, no, I'll just be done. So you slept. I saw your email late. I thought about responding. I had stress I was dealing with last night and other issues.
Everybody was. I'm still wiped out. You know, I mean, that took a lot out of me, dude. That Saturday was rough. You know, so.
And if you're like me, you stayed watching. You stayed watching and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I had disasters. It was an hour and 20 minutes before I was supposed to go backstage, and I was texting with Allie, and I said, "Oh crap, I've still got to. I better get my system set up now because I planned on using Character Animator and having the cartoon character and all that, and so." So I find that NDI Tools, which I use to generate a camera for me, for some reason, every time I reboot, it's telling me to register. It makes me go through that every time. That was new. So that was adding a little wrinkle every time I rebooted. Then Character Animator, I couldn't find Karen. I had to rebuild Karen from scratch to go through. So I'm real quick. I had to go over, find a Karen to look at. so I could pick all the different accessories, get the red and all the different things, and the hair right and the eyebrows, and got her rebuilt, got all that stuff done, and I had pulled Steve up. I had considered doing that song Rebel Rocker as Steve. I'm the Rebel Rocker, I'm the one you feel, Steve the Alien, but I was afraid because I had so many issues with it. It was like, I'm going to concentrate on Karen. But it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Now, Metal Fest. What are you thinking about Metal Fest?
It's going to be goofy. I'm going to do goofy shit. I'm going to do Bon Jovi, maybe some Nickelback, and just have fun with it. You know, I'm going to do off. I'm not going to do like metal. Maybe hair band shit. You know, I don't know yet. But
I'm thinking, because how does someone pull off metal as a solo? How are you going to grab? Yes, I could grab my electric and have the distortion running on it, but still, it's metal, and the singing on it, I don't know about. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I may let Karen do the entire thing. It may be one where I have her come in and sing War Pigs. I will do that old one, but I'm liking the Nickelback idea. I'm liking, pull one of those, pull some other obscure that clearly, because not everybody was doing funk.
Everybody. Hardly any. I mean, yeah, it was.
Everybody was doing their songs, doing their thing, and all that, and but it was fun. It was a good time, and that thing's got over 1,000 views.
Oh yeah.
There were, while I was playing, I know there were the lowest number I saw were 89 viewers, and the highest was like 92 during the period where I was playing. It was like, oh, this is the most I think I've played for ever, except for when I play at an actual gig or something. It was the most viewers I'd ever seen. So, what do we got going on here?
Throating. Sounds like a porno, Andy.
Yeah. Leave it to Andy to throw out comments like throating. I swear.
Hey, man, I got to do a little throating. What the fuck is with this dude?
It was...
Getting old blows.
Yes, it does. Getting old does blow, Brandy. I understand that, but you didn't miss anything. I mean, it was a good time. It was a good time, but it was so long. It was a lot of fun. Now, is he having a open mic this weekend? I can't remember if he's.
My dates are all messed up. I think yes, he is, and then the next weekend is a 420 fan appreciation.
Okay, because I knew he had some fan appreciation, but I didn't know if we were doing anything.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming he's doing an open. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen or heard him since like whenever he left Saturday. He might still be sleeping.
And didn't say anything. The thing is, he came back. He left. He changed clothes. I don't know what else he did. But then he comes back after like an hour. Oh, leave it to this. I leave musicians, and they're all still here and still running. And it's like, okay, sure. And then he's gone again. People are wondering if he's off taking a shit, things along those lines. Great video I have in the link. Which one are we talking about? Is it now Thriller James posted a video with merch. He posted a video because he's got a little Terp shirt now. And so he had posted a video of him wearing and giving a review. And the shirt looks great. It's a green shirt with the terpene face and head on it and everything. It's a good looking shirt. He had posted that. He was going for a bike ride. But we saw that, I think that was yesterday maybe, that he got that up. But let me mention that again. The link pinned to the top of the chat is for Allie's catalog. And until the 10th, there is a sale. If you use the code, and it's going across the bottom, FLASH15, through the 10th, through 5 p.m. Central Time on the 10th, is when you can get 15% off of anything site-wide. And that's everything on Threadless, not just on Alley's. It's a site-wide thing they're doing over there.
Hey, I forgot. I have been doing some work. I have been. me see if I got something here. I just kind of want to give everybody a preview.
Let me get those teats out there for you, man. Let me get those teats
let me
going for
see
you.
here. I want to make sure this is not too filthy. I think I've got everything pretty much. All right. Well, so this is our character that we'll be going with, when I recreate my scene. Okay. All right. But this is, hang on. Let me see if I can find the one. Then she starts dropping trowel,
Oh,
and then-
jeez.
hang
Oh,
on.
jeez.
And there's the
Oh, I gotta make this big. I gotta leave that up. Leave that up.
all right. So that's that's kind of the vision. By the way, that merkin, I'm going to animate. It's going to be, it's going to jump off of her and be a superhero. It's going to be the magnificent merkin. So that's coming.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. For those of you that don't know, he had an experience. Let's say that a Tinder date experience not long ago that made for a hell of a story. And he's gonna bring that to life. He's gonna bring that to life in animation and puppetry, because that's what you fucking do. That's what you do. You bring it to life. Is there something really weird and a little bit disgusting that happened? Bring it to life. That's what everybody needs.
It's all
Someone
natural,
needs some wax.
man.
A little more. Oh, natural. Somebody needs clippers, hedge clippers, or something along those lines. No, that. Let me. Oh, Andy, he's all. Oh, cool. It's Andy's kind of lady. It's Andy's kind of lady. He likes. Oh no, I won't go there.
Well, I've
I
got the
won't go
sex
there.
chair animated. It's going to be a whole thing. So stay tuned for the first episode of FDR, and we'll kind of show that.
First episode of FDR, you heard it. The Tinder date story with the sex chair is coming to life for everybody. So please make sure, and that'll be happening the end of this month. I haven't picked out a date. We already have a bunch ready to film, ready to start moving. The reason we're putting it off is because until then is because we've got all this pre-recorded stuff we want to put together. Little Terpene, I know he's got a number of songs. He's probably got 3 or 4 of them recorded, but he's got, just like before, he's bringing a new song each week. There's pre-recorded stuff that goes on with the Little Terpene character, the Karen character. There's a lot. I don't want to give anything away, but it is going to be. Hey, we all do. We all need some coffee, Terry. We all need some coffee. I definitely need some coffee. He's got it right. That's the thing. When I did that song, I know I got most of the details because it was just such a good story, and it was like, oh, I know the progression of how this goes. Let me just kind of work on that, because it was so good. I did go back and watch you tell the story the first time on here and everything. It was like, oh, this is too funny. This is just too damn funny. But
so
now
what's going on in our world today? The eclipse is. Did Jesus show up? Do you know?
I wasn't looking for him. I know some people that were. I would have thought had a rapture occurred or anything like that, it might have made a blip. It might have gotten picked up, but so far nothing. So far it's just one of those, eclipses that happen every year. They just, we can predict them. We know when they happen. There's no magic to any of this, but it wasn't the rapture. I don't think Jesus has come. I know a lot of people were talked into believing all that, but no, that's not what happened. It was just an eclipse, and it was cloudy for a lot of you. So I feel bad. I feel bad for the people that wanted to go see. Imagine the people that traveled, probably made plans, may have flown. People may have flown here from out of the country even. Oh, we're going to go witness this. Let's go. Let's get a room in Cleveland. Let's get a room in Buffalo. Oh, we're going to stay in Dallas. Didn't it go right over Dallas? Oh,
yes, it did.
We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there, and then just end up having, oh, it's cloudy. oh, well, this isn't as good. I know there were some areas where it cleared up. And like I say here, it did. It rained, and then the clouds just left with the rain, and there was some blue sky, and it's like, how is this happening? And the kids got out there with their glasses. I made the smart move back in 2017 of buying like 10 of these. We used up the ones in 2017, but I still had 3 brand new ones to use for today to make sure that the girls and I didn't have any eye damage afterwards. But it was awesome. Dallas was the best. Did they have clear skies? Did they have clear skies, Andy? You guys were bouncing around between different images, and I know Enzo, but he was further away from it than I was because it didn't get to that sliver like mine did. He had 80% or something like that to coverage. A lot of money. Well, I think the news will happen once it's over, and all those highways will start to hear about the disaster stories. Oh, all of a sudden, there were this many cars trying to get out of town. There were this many people trying to leave. This many, and so I think the way they put it on unidentified S4. Well, it is going to be a screwy event, but it'll be people screwing it up, not the Eclipse screwing it up. It'll be people and their driving skills and everything else. You got it, Pole Vault? You got it? Awesome. Pole Vault's down there in Texas. Pole Vault should have been there. 100% total. That is awesome. We just had a sliver. There was just a sliver, but I knew it'd be small, but I was impressed with how it got. And like I say, the kids were out there. They're just looking up with their glasses. I took pictures of them with their glasses, and the 9-year-olds just, oh, this is the best. This is the best, Dad. Or is she 8? I can't remember. I think she's 8. Yes, she's 8. She'll be 9 this year. She was just absolutely losing it. So it was a good family experience, you know. Devil's Comet coming through tonight. Here's Pole Vault. Bringing the paranoia. Devil's Comet. That I know Ohio had, and I didn't know how because I'm down here in Kentucky. So once the clouds, it rained right before, and the clouds left right before the thing started to happen. So I was kind of pleased with that. Paranormal Highway, peace and love, Eric. How you doing? Long time no see. I mean, I've been over and I've been in your chat. I haven't typed in the chat. I go over, when you're live, I go over, I make sure and give it a like and everything along those lines and hang out for a bit. But, you know, if I type in the chat, I then have to talk to people. And there are days that it's just, nah. I want to show support, but nah. I don't need to talk to everybody. That would be a little bit too much for me right now. I know the Devil's Comment coming through tonight. Is that supposed to be naked eye? Kind of you could see it with the naked eye thing, or what is that? Well, that, and again, I'm asking Pole Vault. How accurate is the information going to be coming out of Pole Vault? Pole Vault may do more drugs than I do, so you know. And if it isn't about a song, if it isn't new music, I just don't know that. I don't know that Pole Vault gives a shit. It would be neat to see a comet tonight. I don't know that the clouds aren't coming back, though. We've got rain coming for the next 3 days. This was like the one break in the clouds we've had, and it was a perfect timing for the thing. But since there are people in here, I want to mention one more time. Up at the top, there is a link to Allie's catalog where the FDR shirts, mugs, hats, you can get FDR logo on a bath mat. You can dry yourself off with an FDR towel. Have us rub all over you to get you dry, because we do dry things up. If you use the code FLASH15, it's going across the bottom right now, until the 10th at 5 p.m. Central Time, there is a 15% off site-wide sale going on. So support Allie, support the arts, support all that, and get out there and get yourself some FDR merch, because we all We all need some FDR merch, don't we? Doesn't everybody? I love seeing Thriller James. Where's he at? I want to highlight him again if I can see him. Thriller James had he had got a Little Terpene shirt, and he posted a video. If you do buy merch, please, if you're not going to post a video, if you do post a video, tag Allie in it. Tag all of us at FDR if you want, but definitely tag Allie with the shirt, with whatever it is that you've gotten and everything. And if you don't post a video or something, at least take a picture, and you can send it to get in touch with Allie on Instagram, or you can send it to me at Rich New Design, so that she can collect photos and stuff of people wearing the merchandise. Because I love the art. I love her work. It's I'm gonna come up here and just pop one of these over top. This purple pulse. This is the one I'll put over top.
There it is.
Okay. That is yes. That is one of the FDR logos. There are multiple FDR logos that we have going on. I'm going to put the background that has
The black. Oh, there you go.
It's this one that ends up having that, because there's at least 4 different designs, maybe 5 designs for the FDR logo. You see them coming up in the corners here. This right here is it's an actual lizard, but it's dead now. This is a dragon, one of those bearded dragons, but it passed away since the filming of this. And so, let's have a moment of, appreciation for all that the bearded dragons bring us in this world, and everything along those lines. I love the video too. The shirt is awesome. He was saying that the shirts are awesome. The quality is good. And that's something that you want to make sure of if you're putting out merchandise. Make sure the quality is decent on it. Yes, Little Terpene tees are the thing. Terpene's going to be coming back. Friday nights, there's going to be the Creepy Wizards Creepy Dance Party, or Creepy Jam. It depends on when we make the logo. But that will be a music program. We'll probably contact musicians that we know to come on and play, but also the Creepy Wizard. He sings Whitesnake songs, so he'll be there. And Little Terpene will be debuting his music there before FDR, at least. And it'll be an FDR Presents program. Then on Wednesday nights, we're going to have the Weed Wednesday, where we're taking the Bud Zone from the original show that's still going to be coming on Sundays at the end of the month. The FDR program will, but we're taking the Bud Zone and making it its own thing for Wednesday nights. Probably a late 11:30 at p.m. Eastern time or something like that. A late thing that we'll be doing. And then still trying to determine what day that the Frank did Rhonda. He has regrets. Relationship talk with Frank of Frank did Rhonda. Everybody, look out here. Look out here. It's Allie Patches. It's the artist I've been hyping. It's the artist that created all of these logos that you see, and whose link is pinned to the top of the chat. Please get over there and take advantage of the flash sale that's going on. 15% off of everything site-wide for Threadless, but you've got to use the code FLASH15, FLASH15, and that only runs through the 10th. So it's today, tomorrow, and the 10th, and it ends at 5 p.m. Central Time on the 10th. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for that. Dun, 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 dun. And she's also the one. And her link, her Instagram's getting dropped. Her link is getting dropped. So if you have bought merchandise, take a picture of yourself in that merchandise. Send it to her. Take a video, post it out on YouTube. Tag her in it. Tag her channel in it. Just so that she can see, and so other people can see, hey, this is good merch. So we can, make some ads and kind of feel this out and try to really start pushing those things. I don't know. What are we doing tonight? Are we doing
That's a
anything
good
tonight?
question. I'm up for it. You just tell me, man. I'm ready.
after not doing anything last night, I am kind of up for some shit tonight.
All right, cool. Because I'm not going
I'm-
to do an open mic tonight. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, what about one of those? I don't know whether to do a workshop or just a random. One
Well,
of those
why don't we
late
do
night
a
vibes.
random that will have, and we can incorporate workshop, but we got the freedom to get out of it, so it's not total. We don't feel the
We're not-
pressure to have puppets the whole fucking time, because that gets after about an hour, I'm done with that. You know what I mean?
After an hour, I am usually ready.
Yeah.
I look at the clock and it's okay. I've been doing this for an hour. I can stop now.
So we can just make it a random stream. People can come up. We can do puppets. If Falcro's out there, we'll do an intervention on him. You know.
Poor Falcro. He's got so many problems. Everybody out there, if you know Falcro, you need to go over and you need to show him some love. Say, hey, we hope you can get this problem under control. We hope you can let go of this addiction and everything along those lines.
Just have a post-eclipse party, we can call it.
There you go. And let's find a way for prayers for Falcro. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Prayers for Falcro. Oh, they went to the
I bet
zoo.
the fucking animals are freaking out. I'll be right back.
That was going to be the question, and they were talking about, they were wondering how the animals were going to be and everything while everything got crazy. That was what, because the animals, everything got dark here. The kids had a great time. Like I say, the rain left right in time. It was like the clouds left, the rain left right as the sun would have started here, right as the move across the moon's move across the sun would have began. So they got to watch this thing all the way through. It was we weren't in totality here, but I swear we had to be 90-something% because there was just a sliver. There was just a sliver, outer sliver, not even a crescent, not even a, I mean, just a band on the one side. That was what I heard over on Unidentified. They were saying that no dogs were barking. Suddenly it all got quiet. All the animals were, kind of observing something going on. I saw you had said my name. The dog and car email? Yes, I did. I have forwarded all those. over to Mr. Lucky over here. Mr. I'm going to take my chances out on Tinder. I made sure I forwarded all those, especially the dog. Oh, those were so good. Chicken tenders still taste like chicken. That's what you worry. Is everything going to be weird? They set off fireworks. That's what man does. Hey, let's make some noise. Did the kids enjoy it? Did they keep their glasses on? That was she was there with Gampro, her brother, and his family. His daughters were there, and they're young, so I know as it was coming, they kept wanting to pull their glasses off because I mean these are little girls in a stroller, so they're wanting to pull their glasses off and everything, and I know they were all fighting to keep that going, but all in all, it seemed like a good. It seemed like it turned out okay. Now I'm sure there's a lot of people that had a real letdown of an experience because they thought it was going to be clearer, but I was expecting nothing, and it cleared up here, so I was really happy about that. Really happy. Finally back to normal. Define normal though. Okay, one of them fell asleep. They're not going to remember anyway. It's so young. The chances are they'll remember through the photos that you took. So as long as they took plenty of photos and everything along those lines, then I'm sure they're going to remember. Well, it's always so fucking foggy in London. The air quality and everything else, it's just, can't see shit in London there, Andy. Popcorn. TWP Popcorn, peace and love. Everybody out there, get connected to all the other channels. If there's anybody out here you're not connected to, all of you are content creators. You can use that hashtag awesome to drop your links and everything in the chat to get connected to each other. And everybody, Everybody, I had to check. No, Shelly's cool. Everybody, I was going to say, everybody that's come through is cool. Shelly is cool as well. What happened here? Your dog facing the sun. Because they just want to give up. It got cold. It got cold when it happened too. I noticed I was standing outside and it was nice and warm. But when you can sit, and Enzo was talking about it there, about how weird the lighting is. Because the light is like it is at dusk. It's such a lowered light level, but the shadows aren't long. The shadows aren't long like they would be when the sun's going down. You still had these midday shadows that were just, not that big and all that. It was a little freaky. It was a little freaky. And there was an eclipse. Pinzer, you made his day, and there was an eclipse. Look at that. Yeah, it got cold. It got cold. I wondered about that. Since hey, Allie, since you're here, 9. What time should we do the random? 9? Does that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's 7 o'clock my time. That's perfect.
Is that too early? Do you want to do it later, or
I'm open. No, that's perfect for me, man. I mean, whatever works for you guys.
I'm gonna schedule a 9 p.m. We're probably gonna do some comedy. It won't be a workshop, so that we don't have to specifically be in workshop mode. But I'll bring Frank out. Frank will come out for a bit to do some talking, and we'll get some other stuff done. Pass it along and we might do it late too.
Oh yeah.
Ah, that's so sweet. Chew. It's Cthulhu. That's what that is. Rabbit.
Hey, Pinzer.
Pinzer. Everybody. Oh, let me do the flash sale promo again. Everybody, at the top of the chat, there is a link to Allie's threadless catalog, where right now there is a flash sale going on, 15% off site-wide for all of her merch and other merch that's out there. You have to use the code. It's passing along the bottom. You have to use the code FLASH15. FLASH15 to take advantage of it, and that runs through the 10th. It runs through Wednesday at 5 p.m. So take advantage of that sale that's going on now. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, and it's in the description of the video. So if the chat isn't here, if you're watching afterwards or something along those lines, yes, pass along to the pro that we'll be doing that tonight. And we might do a couple of them. You just never know. Yes, Popcorn has dropped his link with the hashtag awesome. Everybody get linked up over there. And if you're looking to take advantage of monetization and some other things, before you even get to the point when it comes to growing your channel, not only does Popcorn offer a lot of consulting services when it comes to deep water cultivation of for growing different plants, medicinal plants, and other things along those lines, but also for growing your channel and for monetization using Buy Me a Coffee and other avenues to get monetized. So he's actually a good person to talk to about different things along those lines. Oh, well, do they have snack machines? You gonna make it? Can't find the exit. Now that's just sad. That's just sad. It's not till 9. You got hours. Hey, luckily this thing's, I figure we'll go an hour on this. Because it's this. And I'll get the kids fed and all that other stuff. What do we have here? No, it's building a cage. Follow the employees at dinner. There you go. Follow the employees at dinner. You'll know where to go then. Oh, what an exciting day. So, everyone out there, we haven't seen it in the news, but you people on the ground, have you seen any rapture? Did Jesus come back? I heard a lot of stuff being said that was going to happen, and, I've heard all that stuff before, but I haven't seen it happen today. So I'm wondering, did anybody happen to notice any rapturing? Were people being it physically sucked up into the air or anything along those lines? Because we want to know. We want to keep everybody informed in case the second coming, did happen or something along those lines. I live in one of the areas of the country where I bet 10% of the population in my county probably thought the rapture was happening today. And the last time somebody told them it was going to happen, they believed that too. And the last time, they believed that too. At least 10%, maybe 20%. The rapture has no business in your small town. If you were judging by, it depends on what you're judging by. I live in one of these really religious areas where people are kind of crappy to each other, and the worst are the religious ones. So I kind of understand that. Friday night sexy time. What's that? What's that? Some Friday night sexy time. You grab some Kleenex and some lube. Here we go. Here we go. Friday night sexy time. I'm not gonna mock. I mean that's all I got going on. Ghost peppers and thought you saw Jesus. Don't do the ghost peppers. Ghost peppers will fuck you up. Everybody should know that. Stay away from the ghost peppers. They're named that for a reason, everybody. They're named that for a reason. Has everybody clicked on that like? And I wouldn't even bother sharing. We're only going to stick around for another 14 minutes. Don't bother sharing because people will click and they'll be like, well, it's already over. Why did you share? One of those kind of things. But now 9 p.m. I'm liking that idea. I may try to actually switch this over to a blue screen and work the Kermit puppet as well. I not only have Frank is an Elmo, right? Frank is just an Elmo puppet. Just I use this blue filtering to make him look different. Mm-hmm. I figure I can do the same thing with Kermit. The drawback with Kermit is I want to do the voice, and I'm not good at the voice. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. But beyond that, I don't know, drugs. See, I lose it as I keep talking. I can do the hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. But other than that, I end up losing all of it. So it just doesn't work. 9 sounds good. That's cool. If you can make it, we'll have the link. We'll make sure everybody's got the link. Maybe if Gary's still alive, he might be there. You never know. So far, well, he is second star survival. I mean, he's got star in his name and survival. Dove lotion and extra thick Kleenex. There you go. You need to make an ad. I wonder if you could get Dove to Dove lotion. If you could, hey, spend your Friday nights with Dove. It's kind of just make a promo where it's all about masturbation and just try to make that work. Oh, Guatemalan insanity hot peppers. The peppers. After the bathroom day I've had, I don't need to hear about peppers. It's just, it's a rough nightbot. I don't need to do this. No, everything's good. Everything's good. FDR. We are 2/5 of the cast. For those that don't already know, most of you already know, but if there's any lurkers, FDR, it's a comedy show that is coming back at the end of this month. Sundays, it's improv comedy with puppets and animation. It's sick. It's sick shit. So you'll want to know that it's sick shit before you get involved with it. But that will be coming back along with we're going to have Friday nights again comedy, but there's going to be good music. The Creepy Wizard is going to be hosting a music show along with Little Turpin, and there'll be other people there as well. Then we're going to have the Weed Wednesdays, late night on Wednesdays. We're taking our Bud Zone program that we had and getting it out of the improv altogether, because the improv's going to be too long if we don't trim it down. So we'll have that, and then Frank Does Rhonda. Frank is going to have some sort of a relationship show. He's a puppet, and he's had a hard time. It's his therapy. It's his counseling. He's gonna be there to talk about and let other people share stories of their crazy exes and exactly what all they've had to go through. And of course, at some point in time, Lapstick with a corpse. It kind of, we got rid of the name. Nobody liked the name Lapstick. It was like, let's just get rid of it. So season 2, it is basically season 2 of Lapstick, but it's going to be going as FDR, and we still haven't told anybody what FDR means. We've got a lot of guesses. People have made a lot of. I like freaks, degenerates, and rejects. I like fresh dick rash. That's another one that always sticks. Fluffers don't ride. Brandy, I believe, was the one that came up with fluffers don't ride. I like that one. Fuck, drain, repeat. That has got to be one of my favorite. That has got. You have a crazy ex story? You know, we all do. But Matt, you'll have to come on and tell a crazy ex story on the relationship show once Frank's doing that thing and everything. That'll probably, I would say next week would be when those would start, the additional programs. But you know, fluffers don't rebel. Fluffers don't rebel. There you go. Well, it's not going to be coffee with Def. This is just our coffee show. The actual FDR is going to be very similar to Lapstick. It's going to have the alien report. It's going to have the characters there. It's going to have the Karen show. But we are going to have a lot of pre-recorded stuff that gets mixed in, if you will, with the improv. The same amount of improv that we were doing before as the characters. But now we actually have storyline and other stuff. We've got 10 episodes planned out right now. And we're in the process of recording all of the pre-recorded stuff that we need for it. And until then, we're just doing this coffee show to kind of tell everybody, hey, at the end of the month, we're going to be doing this. You know, we got to try to promote. Prophets of Disaster would work for you. You know, it would. It would. Of course, that now you're bringing up. See, and I don't have a graphic for the Cult of Wes, the religion we were talking about. You know, I need to start a cult and all that other stuff. We might get some pamphlets for everybody. I will let you know, man. I will let you know because I am going to be wanting to hear some crazy horror stories and everything along those lines. Good. Hey, compliments on your performance there on Saturday night. He is a great musician. He's the best storyteller. I think that's what I wrote the other day was my favorite storyteller because he picks up the guitar and it's just he keeps you going with the story and everything else and everything he's got going on the no. Your Church of Andy Gambino, number 1. I don't recognize it. Andy. It's not a church. This is a scam. Unlike what I would bring, that is a scam. And yes, I am gonna take every member that you have. I'm gonna draw them all the way from the Church of Andy Gambino, mainly because I'm destined. I'm destined to do it, Andy. I can't fight destiny. It's what the cosmos wants me to do. It wants me to have this. Cult of Wes. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Cult of Wes. I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna work that out, and we're gonna make everything good. It's just, I mean, it's gonna be something to do. I figure it'll be fun. Oh, so have you had any action on Tinder lately?
I'm not on there. No.
No, you cut off.
Yeah. No,
After the he's got some backgrounds here. There's a character. He had an experience with a woman that he met from Tinder. There she is in all her glory. He'll be bringing to life the story. For those that hadn't seen the story before, he will be bringing the story to life of the Tinder date, the dogs, the car, the hoarding, the bush. There's a lot. There's a lot. Oh, you and your defrocking. You and your defrocking.
Get ready
There
for
she
romance. All right.
Everybody be here. Oh, let me get this. I just realized I've left you up there. Sorry.
Thank you.
Uniquely entertaining styles. I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. Uniquely entertaining styles. Uniquely. That's good. That's diplomatic. I like the way you did that.
Yeah.
You could have just called me a pig. It's okay. I'd have been okay with that too. I don't have problems with that at all. Oh, well, should we bail on this thing and just plan
and then
on
we'll come
9?
back at 7, man, or 9. Yeah.
9 Eastern time, 6 Pacific. We're gonna do a random. Well, it's actually a late night vibe, I think is what it's called. But we are gonna do some comedy during that. I am gonna bring out the Frank character, who is a puppet. But Frank's gonna talk about the problems he has and whatever else is going on. And I'm sure we're gonna see some out of the Art of Floundering. We may play some music. We'll see if Gary can make it, if he's still alive after his show. I hope everybody out there has had a fantastic Monday. And again, I want to mention, when you leave here, click on the link to go over to that catalog. And there is a sale right now going on until Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time, where there's 15% off all the items site-wide if you use the code FLASH15. FLASH 15. It should be coming up here in this crawl along the bottom. You should see it. Flash 15 is the site-wide code, and that is it's going on right now through Wednesday at the end of business, I guess, 5 p.m. On Wednesday. So please make sure that you get over there, get some FDR merch or little Terp merch, any of the merchandise that's over there. Those are all Allie's designs. Allie Patches, one of the cast members here. She does painting streams. Make sure you're connected to all the different cast members, all of the different sites. Click the notification bell. Do all that other stuff so you know when things are going live. But tonight, in another 4 hours, in basically 4 hours, we're going to go live again, and we're going to be dirty, and we're going to have comedy and a lot of other stuff, and we're going to have fun. Is there anything you would like to say to the beautiful people before I end this stream?
No, just be safe, and we'll see you guys tonight, man.
Be safe, and we will see you tonight. Happy Eclipse Day, everybody. Peace and love.